All right, guys, you get to take a look at my terrible tarp job. So this is what we got. Under there is a mechanical shear, as you saw, getting loaded, and took way longer than it should have. But I haven't tarped in probably 2 months, so I was a bit rusty and the thing's weirdly shaped, so tarping is not my best work. But it's on there and it's not flapping around too bad. One of the issues I am running into though is, look at the gap here. I can fit my entire fist in there. Walk around back here, you can almost see something. Back over to this side, not even close. So this machine weighs about 6,000 pounds and all the weight is right there. The rest of that, there's nothing there. I have it shifting over as far as it can go, so there's a little, you can almost see it right down in there. It's got about a foot of deck space open. I think it's sitting right on the edge of the rail here. And so basically that's all the weight's on one side. It's causing the truck to flex. And because this air suspension only has one leveling valve, it's on the other side. That means it's equating for the weight that's being put on that bag over there, but then it's sending equal pressure to this bag here, and it's overinflating it, causing it to ride higher. So that's kind of unfortunate. So the truck is riding a little weird and rough. And this thing, they did tell me it's a little fragile, so I'm kind of worried, but I'm gonna be checking it periodically, and it's not too bad right now. But that's just gonna be the way it is. But anyways, we're over here. This is the South Carolina Welcome Center, just after you cross over from Georgia. Want to stop and take a look at this. I did get the truck washed the other day, so the truck's looking good again. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. This is going up to Lebanon, New Jersey. I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet. Once again, I'm talking to my guy about the marble slabs, see if we can get anything going on that. If not, I'm looking for regular freight, and we'll see just what we get. But oh, another problem I'm having here, this one's funny. So there's another problem I'm having. I don't know if it's gonna start doing it, but my speedometer, there is, what people are saying is that the transmission yoke nut is getting loose, and I guess it throws off the speed sensor reading because my speedometer will bounce up to 80. It'll bounce up to 80 and then back down. It'll just start doing this number, and because that's going through the ECM, it trips my logbook. So sometimes if I'm sitting still and if that bounces up to 80 and stays there, my computer thinks I'm driving. So that's been an intermittent problem that just recently started. And yeah, I looked it up online, and most people say that it's the transmission yoke nut for the drive shaft, but it's going to be something I do have to get fixed. I'm just not sure when I want to tackle that. Oh, there it is. So because now it's going to start doing that, I'm wondering if it's going to click my clock over. It's not when it's, I did say when it sticks at 80. When it sticks at 80, it's because it lost its sensor or whatever. But if it's dancing around in there, it will eventually click that clock. So, yeah. Hasn't clicked it yet, but I'm sure it'll want, basically, it works most of the time. Like the speedometer will still work, and even when it's dancing around, when it falls back, it'll go to the speed that I'm going. It doesn't affect cruise control. If I set the cruise control, it still works fine. So it's kind of a weird intermittent problem. If it does start screwing up, my GPS has the speed on it, so I could use that or just look at how many revs I'm turning. But yeah, that's the other thing that's going on. But other than that, everything's going good. I really can't complain. So like I said, we're just got into South Carolina, and from here I believe I got something like 800 some odd miles, 757 miles to go, where I got 12 hours. So I'm scheduled to get there at about 11 to 12. We're unloading this thing with a crane, and so I've already scheduled with them for that time, which is repeating myself, for that time. So hopefully that'll go pretty quick and smooth, and ideally I could get loaded up with something when I'm done there, because I really don't want to be stuck in New Jersey again. But 'tis the name of the game. Anyways, I'm gonna sit here. I guess now that I'm here, I'm 13 minutes into my break. I might as well just sit here for a 30 and get that out of the way. My goal is I'm just gonna keep periodically checking on the load, just to make sure nothing bad's going on. Again, the truck is riding a little bit weird because you got one airbag at a higher pressure than the other one, and it's sitting sideways. So, but I'm hoping everything will go fine there. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do the rest of my 30 and then leave out of here. So, talk to you guys later. I should have shut the truck back off. I'm sitting here doing my break, and I'm about 5 minutes from when it was over. And all of a sudden the speedo starts dancing, and it trips me to driving. And now it thinks I'm driving. I haven't moved an inch. So much for that, because you can't edit drive time. So now I gotta take another 30 somewhere else. Should have shut the truck back off. This was paper log, this wouldn't be an issue. it's the end of the day. It's been a few days since the last clips that you saw. Where we picked up was in Florida. I am no longer in Florida. I am in Pennsylvania. So what was it I was doing? Oh yeah, so I hauled that mechanical shear. That's what was underneath that tarp. And people are honking. That's what was under that tarp. And I got that dropped off the other day. Yesterday, actually no, today. Got that dropped off today. And it went smooth. Aside from the truck leaning and wanting to do weird stuff, it went all right. But yeah, we got that off. And now what we got on is this. I guess it goes on an excavator, and you're supposed to be able to scoop up concrete, rock, and stuff like that, and it crushes it in there, and then you dump it out. So we're taking that up to Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, and we're gonna drop that off. And then there's 2 old ones. We're gonna pick it up and bring it back to where we got that, which we picked that up in New Brunswick, New Jersey. So anyways, we're at a Love's out here, just off of 81. Let me see where we're at. Mifflinville, off of 81. Parked in my lines. That way I can leave the big parking spaces for the big trucks. I'll make my own. So that thing only weighs about 8,500 pounds or something like that. So it's not too bad. And then we'll pick up 2 more just like it and bring it back down here. So that'll fill up the truck and take up my weekend. And I'll have them delivered on Tuesday, would be my guess. Back on Tuesday. I think at that point I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll just have to play things by ear. But I'm gonna keep this short because this GoPro's about to die. I'm tired. I'm gonna get a shower, some dinner, sleep in a little bit, and cruise for the rest of the day on Saturday. I'm about 8.5 hours away from where I need to go. So I just need to do a good majority of that and then post up for the weekend. But just try to take it easy. I'm getting tired. It's been some long days, long weekends. I haven't done this much driving in a while, so it's wearing on me. But anyways, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll talk to you guys here later. Thanks.